All right, y'all, this is Uncle P. I'm doing my Saturday review for you guys, and it's going to be freaking short and amazing, though. But before we do that, let me go ahead and go over the numbers of what we did with the copycat group. So as you guys can see, we had a banging week, as usual. So anytime I ever post this and you see white spaces, that means these are the trades that are still running. Okay, so we still have four trades running, but these are the ones that closed out. We closed one at break even. One of these losses that was here was only really a break even. It was like 0.5 lots. I'm not 0.5 lots, but only -5 pips. And I only did that because some people in the copycat group may be dealing with a broker who has high spreads. So technically, if it's like 1 pip like my broker was, really it should have been another break even. But again, just to accommodate people, just for transparency's sake. So it should have really been 2 break evens and only 1 loss, but who cares? Anyway, we had closed the week at 15 winners, 2 losses, and that brings our grand total for 2 months, just our first 2 months of service. Since launching January 1st, we have 127 winners and only 13 losses. And like I said, some of these are mini pips losses. They're not full size. Okay, so they're really not that much. Even this one here was like 30 something pips. That was about it. It wasn't much or nothing. So again, really, really good week for us and a really good year for us so far. Okay, so anyway, if you want to join the copycat group, go to Super EZ Forex and click on the copycat service and we'll get you cranking there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the other thing that we need to be doing here, which is going over the news. And so I don't know, to be honest with you. I cannot tell you for the life of me exactly what happened with gold. Gold shot up ridiculously high at the last minute. I'm sure there's some news event that came out, but as you can see, if I remove the Too Easy system, and let me do that for you guys. If I remove it, you'll see that it actually retested the high on this 4-hour chart, which, by the way, I'm on the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, it retested that high, which is crazy. It just shot up. Look at that, out of the blue. Retested this high and stalled out. I really wanted to, I'm sorry, give me a second. I really wanted to jump in this right here, but since it's Friday and I don't know what the news event was, who's to say that it may not jump back up even further when the market opens up on Sunday. So I didn't want to hold this over the weekend, but realistically, my mouth was salivating to get into this trade right here on this retest level right here. Okay, it was really, really nice, but woo, that thing broke out. Now, so a little quick side note, this is also why you have to manage your lot size, because right here, you can see it was creating lower highs and all that kind of stuff, hit the average daily range, but news came out and that thing just chopped right up. And anybody who was just taking this trade, going full force on the position, you just blew your account. That's unfortunate, but you did. And why? Because don't be stubborn. Do not be stubborn in this business. Anything can happen at any given time, so never trust a trade 100%. I've been saying that for years, and I'll continue to say it. And every time I disrespect my own rules, I pay for it. So never trust a trade 100%. Why? Because we're in the financial markets, and news and something like this can happen at any given time. Okay, so that's that. Let's go. Let's go through the pairs, and I'm working through the reversal system first since it's the end of the week, and then I'll go to the ocean wave, which is better suited for the beginning of the week. And if you're new to my channel, I have said all the time, every single week, if you're a person who's marking up your charts like this, which I'd suggest, get the Sexy Analyst. It is dirt cheap for rental per month, and it contributes to a lot to helping us with nonprofit organizations, but it's really, really cheap. But instead of you having to mark up your charts, it automates the entire process. You got your supply and demand zone, support and resistance levels, trend lines. It comes with 2 scanners and all that kind of stuff. So you got everything you need instead of you marking up your charts week after week after week, taking up hours. This does it in seconds. Fibonacci levels, all that stuff is within it. Okay. All right. So here's the point. The point is that while you're doing all this over the weekend, the markets tend to want to go in a trend trading method for the beginning of the week. Now, it can continue all the way to the end of the week, which you'll see on some pairs, but specifically at the beginning of the week, Sunday, Mondays, and going into Tuesdays, technically. Now, you may have some one-off situations like this gold play that shot up so fast and high that it can do an early reversal to correct the market and bring it back down. Okay, so you can have those, but typically, especially when I go to the ocean wave, you'll see it. Typically, when you take in trend trades, it will be better suited for the first half of the week, and then reversal trades for the second half of the week. Okay. So anyway, that's just my idea. So, but you do what you want. So anyway, since it's the second half of the week, I'm going to start with the reversals. All right. So here we go. And all of my analysis is from the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, it stops very well with the sexy analyst catching the resistance level here. And it came down, touched, and did this do-wop. So that was a good little play. Look at that. And the simplicity system arrow pointed it right on out. Too bad it's closed on Friday because it could have probably got some more pips on that play. So that's a good reversal. Okay. This one I saw this one coming because it was bouncing off the channel. It was accumulating. And then I think it may, depend on the trend of the higher time frames. It may pull back down like here and retest this bottom on the weekly. Okay. So I can see this coming up, doing a pullback move, and then it could continue based on the weekly time frame. You see that? It could be hitting this trend line and then drop back down and retest this level. But who knows? Okay. So anyway, let's go over here back to a Swiss. Now the Swiss pairs, CHF, they was popping off like popcorn. As you can see right here, just shooting up. Bow, bow, bow. All of them, you're going to see the Swissy pairs all did the same thing. The CHF, okay? AUD CHF, that was a nice one. But look at what it did. It retested a resistance level and did what? Pop back down, okay? This is why I said the midpoint of the week, is where you seek reversals. This thing was trending, hit the midweek. Look at this. Sexy analyst called it on the nose. Hit the support level, trend lines, boom, and popped up. And again, this is why the sexy analyst for me is critical. I don't even attempt to trade the second half of the week if I don't have the sexy analyst. I do not even attempt it. If I don't have the sexy analyst, I'm not trading because I need to see these things, and specifically starting from the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, and you can change the colors to whatever you want, but I got my supply and demand zones grayed out because I don't want them dominating the charts. It's a whole lot of colors already, but you can see it hit the supply and demand zone, hit a support level, trend line on 4-hour, and what did it do? That thing reversed, midweek reversal. All right, here's the ACAT. ACAT was sloppy. I didn't fool with that this week. As you can see, it was just chop, 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 at least for reversals. This one here, it does look like it can now pull back up. Miss Jenny, congratulations on this trade for the copycat group because you caught that sell way up here and that thing did drop. And so for the copycat group, she did 2 CHFs, I think. She's been calling this since the beginning of January for the sale. And it's a slower moving pair, but yes, it did exactly what she had said it was going to do. So yes, I do see on the copycat list that she did win that trade as well for the sale. So if you're in the copycat group, congratulations for that. So, but I do think if it hits the support level, see how it just hit support on the 4-hour, you can see it where it just hit that support and then boom, boom, bounced up out of there, baby. See? But overall, here's the problem with this pair, why it took so long. See? It's in the channel. And it's been in that channel for a very long time. So every time it hits here, so basically if you're going to trade this pair looking into it, look at what the previous channel has done. Every time it came down to this range, and let me kind of show you what I mean. Look at this. Every time it came into this zone, what did it do? Pop out like a frog. Jumped in, popped out. 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 Jumped all the way up in that bad boy. And you can see on the lower time frame, what did it do? It started popping out. Okay. So that's why this pair was moving so strangely for those who's in the copycat family. Now you understand what's happening. Okay. All right. Let's get on to the next pair. Cat Swiss. Swissies again. Look at that. Swissy, Swissy, Swissy. Came up, hit this resistance level. Boom, boom, and dropped. And you probably see it better on the 1-hour, and yes, you do. See, that arrow called it. From simplicity, boom, hit it, and dropped, okay? But that's because, again, news events can push this. This is why you cannot trust a trade 100%. Never trust a trade 100%, okay? Never trust a trade 100%. All right, let's get to the next one. CAD Yaki. It did the same thing, came down, midweek reversal, bounced out, gave you a couple of pips. Euro. Now this was cool. Look at that euro pair. It just shot up like a rocket. Crazy, crazy, crazy. A lot of corrections could be happening next week, so be aware of that. Okay, ECAT, same thing, just shot right on up. You'll probably see this stuff better on when we get to the ocean wave. This one has been trending. And what did I tell you guys? And you'll see this when we get to the ocean wave system. I told you guys, I told you that the best pair to trade that's going to give you almost guaranteed pips is to trade the trend with the Euro Swiss. Okay, or the Swiss pairs. Look for the Swiss pairs first. They're slow moving, very slow, but they're consistent. So as you can see, when they trend, bounce, trend, bounce, trend. So these are the ones that you can actually get into and hold them for a while. Okay, so if you want to be a swing trader, this would be a great pair once you get the ocean wave and check it, or whatever system you choose to use to trade your trends. But this would be a great one. Okay, and you'll see that when we get over to the other side. All right, Euro. This one shot up like a bottle rocket, tap danced off the top, and I think I called a trade on that one. That was the one where it's okay. We was in that trade at this level, so we was at this level. News hit and boom, 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 boom. That thing shot up. So this is the one where it did come back down to this level, and I closed it out at break even, which you can see was a good deal because when it did drop back down, shortly afterwards, it shot back up again, and then it gave us seasickness. See, it was doing too much. So what I did, this is the one I showed you that we closed it out. It should have been, I should have posted it as break even, but again, it was like 2 or 3 pips. So I said, okay, we'll round it to 5 to make everybody happy. Uncle P, you said it was break even, but I was down by 4 pips. That's your broker spread, dog. Calm down. So that's why I just put it as a negative 5 pips, but realistically it was a break even. So when it came all the way up and came all the way down, I closed it back out. I knew it was going to come back down. So it took about 24 hours for it to come back down. My stop loss was above this level, so we did not get stopped out, which that's a good lesson for many of you guys. The problem with you is you're always using these short stop losses. That's why you get stopped out so often. Those of us who are professional traders, we look at the outer ranges, and if you can look right here, you could easily see here was a range up here, okay, starting back here. So if even without this price action right here, this is where I'm going to be looking. And simplicity gives you the range. The sexy analysts also give you the supply and demand zones. So clearly I needed to have my stop loss above this range. Thank God I did, because if I didn't, then yes, it would have bottle rocketed up, knocked us out in a big old loss of 40 or something pips, and then we would have been all pissed. But because I knew better than that, I am not going to act like a retail trader. So I put my stop above this level, okay, gave it some room just in case something like this happened, and it did, okay? So when it did happen, I also knew what goes up must come down. And surely enough, it was excited news that pushed it. And when you have news events pushing the price action, not organically moving, then it's going to come down just as fast and hard as it went up. And surely enough, a couple hours later, it came down fast and hard, came back in our range. And so that's the one where you see, I said negative 5 pips, but it really was at break even. Okay, so that's a learning lesson for some of you guys. You're constantly getting stopped out because you're constantly using small, tight stop losses. Use larger stop losses, engage from the range. Look to the left and see what the ranges are. So if it does spike, here's the range. And if you have to adjust your lot size a little bit smaller to accommodate for a decent stop loss, so you won't keep getting stopped off with these tight stop losses, then do so. So this could have been a big loss for us, but I ended up turning it around and making it just come back to break even. We moved on to the next trade, and we constantly keep it moving. That's why the copycat is highly successful. We do not trade like the average retail trader. Okay, we don't. We do what you don't do. That's why we're good at what we do. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's go to Euro, JPY. Nothing much there. This one, I didn't see much on that one. Okay. Although Jenny dug out some nice pips for the group, so we was able to close out with some pips on that one for the copycat family. This one was just a bouncer, okay, hanging in that range on Euro USD. And we do see, and by the way, this one, let's take a look at this one. What may it do? It may come back down and test this right here. May come back down and test this right there. Okay, but who knows? We don't know. We'll see what next week has to bring. All right, let's go to GJ, the Dragon. As you can see, same thing. Hit support, bounced off midweek reversal, which I've been telling you guys. This is GN, so something happened with the NZD pairs, and there you go. And I forgot what news event it was, but, you know, that's what it was. It was some stuff going on. Some stuff going on with the NZD, so it shot up. Okay, this one hit. Nice, easy trade. And I think I did take a trade on that one. Did I? Oh, you know what? We have so many open trades. I try not to overload people's personal portfolio, so I didn't send it out as a signal for the copycat because we already had enough of them running, but I did take this one on my trade, and this was just an easy call. There was no way you could not have seen that. The simplicity zone, boom, it was up in that sell zone in the batter's box, hitting resistance, but look at this. Here's the key. Here was a high. What is that? A lower high. So that tells you, therefore, that this is going to be heading which way? If you had to guess up or down, notice what it did. It went down. Okay? All right, let's go to GCAT. All right, GCAT shot up and then shot back down. Double test on this level. So right up in this range, you could have gotten a nice sale. Okay? All right, here we go. Same thing. Retested the top of the zones. Hit that, and then boom. GU. Same thing. This is ugly. Not the same thing. This is ugly. This one I didn't look at this week. Others did. They're better than me at it, but I didn't. This one was just a retest off the bottom, but that tremendous drop, see the NZD pairs, see that tremendous drop, and it was trying to recruit and get some breath. I really believe that on Sunday, it'll probably come back down and try to retest this again. So if you're a support and resistance person, I will wait for a retest to this back to here. NZD, Swiss, CHF, look what happened. NZD news, big drop. Then a big shoot up on the recovery. Okay. All right. NCAD right here. Let's see. That's the one I did at break even, and you can see why. Look at that choppiness. Okay. So this is the one I did at break even. It didn't do much this week, so I just closed it out at break even. Okay. I was expecting a bigger bounce earlier in the week when this thing dropped that hard. I knew a bounce was coming, but it just took so long. And some of you guys are so impatient. So I just said, you know what, I'll just close out that break even, move on to another trade. Okay. All right. Anyway, same thing. All the NZD pairs, they replicated the same thing. NZ, this is when you know it's news because all of them are doing the same thing at the exact same time. They dropped extremely hard. Okay. And that's the reason why the Euro NZD, GBP NZD, okay, AN, I call it AN, AUD NZD, they all did the same thing. That's why. All the NZD pairs, news came out. I think it was inflation or something like that, and all dropped. All right, USD JPY, let's go through that. This one was just, again, just like Swiss JPY, sitting in a range, just sitting there. Good news is Ms. Jenny called another trade on this one, and this one worked. And so she was able to get some pips for the copycat group. And Dr. Elvis, he typically is he's a USD fan. So, you know, he trades the USD long term. And so you can expect a lot of trades from Dr. Elvis for USD pairs. Okay. And here's USD CAD, USD Swiss. Okay. Here's the double horns on this one. So it did do a little pullback, but I do anticipate I wouldn't wait to see what happens because you know what happens on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. It can come back up and do a retest, but who knows, okay? So don't jump in this too early. Don't jump in this too early, okay? Let's look at gold. This is the one, like I said, man, that thing did a double top, but look at way over here. So where should you have put your stop loss if you got in this trade? I'll be looking over here, and that tells me pull this thing on down and get a level way up above this just in case, okay? Just in case. That's what I'll be doing because I'm looking over here and this thing shot up, but it's not raggedy and out of disorderly. It actually hit here, stopped at the same previous level, and there you go. And you can also see why my simplicity zone selected this level and as the batter's box for the red zone. Why? Because it was already calculating this area here. Technology. That's why I said some of y'all spending hours and hours marking your chart. Go ahead and keep doing it. I mean, all right, let's get over to the others, okay, real quick. Let's get over to the Ocean Wave and see what it was talking about, and then we'll be wrapping this video up, okay? Alrighty then. So Give me a second. Okay, I had to stretch the screen a little bit more because it was covering up parts of the ocean wave. I like to trade the ocean wave off the 30-minute. Okay, so as you can see here, it came in really, really early, AUD, NZD, and surely enough, you just followed it right on up, half and half. Those who have the system know what that means, okay? AUD, NZD, it was drifting, drifting, drifting. What happened during midweek? Midweek reversal, and that's what they did, okay? A Swiss, okay, look at that, Tokyo drifting. What happened? Midweek reverse. So do you see why I keep saying wait when it hits midweek? Okay, I don't look for trend trades no more. Okay, I don't. I look for reversals only midweek because look, in the beginning of the week, what was it doing? Staying in the trend. Okay, okay, staying in the trend. Here's another one. What was it doing at the beginning of the week? Trending. What did it do midweek? Reversed. I don't know how many times I need to tell y'all this. Okay, this one was flat, and this is ACAT, you know, same thing I was telling you on the other. Not much there. Okay, this is the choppy sloppy, and it's been this way for a long time, so I didn't like it. CAD Swissy, what was it doing at the beginning of the week? Trending. Midweek, what did it do? Reversed. Okay, so if you got the ocean wave, and you just want to work a half of a week, meaning you only want to work on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, this is absolutely the best B system ever that we have created. So make absolutely certain to get that one. Okay. Get the ocean wave. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Bring myself a little bit closer. I feel distance from y'all. I want to be close to you. I want to be close to you. Come on. Come up closer. All right. So let's keep this moving. So ocean wave is an easy system to trade Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then midweek, Wednesday, get out and close and take your money. Let's look at Euro NZD. Same thing. But now here's look at this one. This is amazing. See, look at this. Daily and weekly was telling you it was going up the whole time. The other ones catched up on the lower time frame. Arrow came in. MACD said we good. This thing went sideways, slow, and then boom, popped up, and you got some nice pips off of that one. Here we go. Ocean wave by far is a beast of a system. EuroCAD was sitting flat and slow. Slow, just slow, just slow. This is that slow money. So if you're a person who travels a lot, can't be a truck driver and this and that, and you want to ask me what's the best system to trade with, hands down. Okay, Euro Swiss, here's the one I was telling you about. Look at how long this thing been drifting, just slow, just slow, just slow, and then guess what? Boom, kept on going. You got them big pips, and that's what you saw on the other chart where the big move took place, but it was drifting in that direction the whole time. What I say was a good pair to trade? The Euro Swiss, if you're going to be trend trading, or some of the Swiss pairs, CHF pairs. But keep in mind, they're slow moving, but that's a good thing if you're a person who can't be at the charts all the time, because you can take those trades and not worry about too much news hitting the Swiss, unless, you know, you have one-off situations once a month or something, there'll be a pop-off. But generally, there isn't a lot of news that comes out on the Swissy, so you don't have to worry about the Swiss coming out with a lot of news. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's keep going. Let's look at Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Look at that. Way back here was telling you I want to go up. And surely enough, but look at the key factors. 4 hour, daily, weekly, and the 1 hour. All was trying to say I want to go up. So when you got an arrow going and matching with the higher time frames, oh, you know you trading with the trend, my friend. All right, let's look at EJ. EJ is here. EJ has been going up, going up, going up. Then reverse midweek. Okay. EJ, like I said, remember I told you it wasn't much there. See, you can see it's just flat. That's why it was choppy and sloppy on the simplicity system. Again, Euro USD, it made some moves, but generally you can see overall it was also flat. Okay, you can see that, not much there. Okay. All right, and we're looking at the dragon. Okay, I pull it thin. And the beginning of the week, drifting, got you some nice pips. Midweek, don't trade the trend. Leave it alone. Cut it off. Take your money and run. Okay? You're going to get something like these, which is cool. And here's where, let me be very clear. If I was to hold trades all week long, I would be making sure that these higher time frames are a match. Okay? So for those who have the ocean wave, look for the ones, if you're going to hold a pair, look for the higher time frames to be a match. So if this comes in as a buy arrow, look what was a match. The 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly were all still in the same trending direction. So therefore, you know you're trending with the higher time frames without actually even looking at them. In that case, yeah, I wouldn't mind holding a trade, long distance in that direction, because I know I am at one glance trading in the same direction as the higher time frames. Okay, so if you're going to do that, cool. But if not, I'm good. So what do we mean by that? All right, let's take a look at this. Okay, so this one, it did do a pullback. But again, see, it been going so long in the same direction, so you had to expect it to do a pullback. But then guess what? It did a short pullback, but it looks like it's reversing which way? Back into the higher time frames. Do you see what I'm saying? So even if you miss it, you can always jump back in one. Why? Because you know you're getting in at the higher time frames, okay? All right. Keeping it moving. All right. Same thing. Look at this. Just up. What's this saying? Up. Okay. The G's been doing pretty well. GCAT, see, slow money. This is GCAT, the CAD pairs and the CHF pairs are slow movers on trending, but they make good money because they move slow. That's some of the ones you want to look at, because guess what? You can jump in them bad boys and hang in there for a while and not worry about it. Here's G Swiss. Look at this thing. See what I mean? Look what happened. This thing was going up, slow, nothing, just dry as a bone, and then shoots up. Then it comes back a little bit and then shoots up again. See, just consistent money. Nothing to worry about. GU. So now with GU, you can see that it was trending up and then it went down. The other benefit of having the ocean wave, in my opinion, unless you're looking at midweek reversals, is because you see how choppy and sloppy it was, GU was, when we looked at it on the regular charts with the regular candles. With the ocean wave, you see how it smooth everything out. So a lot of people say, why you always got it so thin up there? Because I don't want to see this crap right here. You want that where you can understand the trend direction? Or you want this where you get shucked out of your drawers left and right, scared to death to do anything? You see the difference? So that's why I thin it out like that, okay? And I go over that in the course tutorial if you get the ocean wave. But that's why. All right, here's a smoothie, okay? NZD, USD, okay? This one is I like the NZD, USD. It's pretty smooth. Look, smooth up, consolidation when it turns blue, and then transition smoothly to the downside. That was nice. And look at this. What was it telling you? Even all the way to the monthly and the weekly. Not bad at all. All right. Same thing here. See? Gave you a belly, midweek reversal back up. That's why I said you can hold these trades, but truth be told, if it's the CHF, I'll probably think about holding it, maybe the CAD. But other than that, midweek, let me just take my winnings and call it a day. Okay. Same thing here. See? You drop. Midweek, it started pulling back up. You don't want to give the money back that you want. Same thing here. See? Drop. Midweek, you give them the money back. I want to hold my trades. Okay, well, that's cool. Hold them for about 2-3 days. Start on Sunday evening around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jump in some of these. Roll it. Midweek hits. I'm out. Take what I can get and keep it moving. Why you close your trade so early? Because I know what the market finna do. Okay? Choppy and sloppy. See that? Choppy and sloppy. This is USD JPY. This is why you saw it in that range that I drew for you guys on the Sexy Analyst. The Sexy Analyst charts. Okay? Why? Because look at there. Just nothing. It's been flat. Okay? Same thing with the CAD. Except for it has a slow drift to the upside. It popped up and then it's just been a range. And this one here, pretty much the same thing. Okay, had a little pop off and then came right back down. And here's gold. And let's check out gold. This is very interesting. Gold was doing a slow burn. See? Slow burn, slow. But here's the golden goose right here. Look at that baby. Total agreement on all time frames the whole time. It was saying stay in it, and then it popped off, okay? All right, you guys, I don't have my S&Ps and US 30s and stuff like that, so I apologize for that. I got to get those set up, but we'll cover those another time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. And again, if you want to be a part of the copycat service, which we're killing it, we have 15 winners, only 2 losses. We are up 127 winners and only 13 losses. And somebody else just said that they was able to do their profit sharing withdrawal from their prop firm because they are part of the Super Easy. Somebody else, which I did a video yesterday, which you can watch on testimonials from Copycat, and like one, I think it was Jay, who started with us on January with 11,000, doubled his account to 22,000, made $11,000 profit in 2 months. And so, there's just tons and tons and tons of testimonies. So anyway, just make sure. Here's the key, though. If you are going to join us for the Super Easy Copycat family, make sure you have enough capital in your account, because we are a high volume trading group. Okay, let me say that again. We are a high volume trading group, which means we can have at any given time 4 or 5 trades running at a time, and then we close them out as they're hidden into our win spots that we like. Okay, so for an example, look at this. This is 17 trades, okay? And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, okay? 4 trades still open. So if you have like a $500 account balance, just use 0.2 lot size or something like that. Don't go crazy, because you got to remember, some trades are going to go quickly into profit in 24 hours. Some may be in drawdown for a little bit before they go into profit. But either way it goes, we do trade high volume, and it's really technically not high volume. It's just that there's 3 providers who are trading, and you can either follow one of us at a time, 2 of us at a time, or 3 of us at a time. If you are going to follow all 3 of us at a time, then you should have a decent account balance and use a reasonable lot size, fully knowing that at any given time we can have an average of 5 or 6 trades between us. So for an example, if there's 3 traders and each one takes just 2 trades on their personal portfolio, that equals 6 on yours. 2 for me, 2 for Ms. Jenny, 2 from Dr. Elvis. So you got 6 trades running at any given time. So if you got like a $50 balance, that wouldn't work unless you're trading or following just one of us at a time. Okay, so just use wisdom when you're joining the Copycat service. Don't get greedy. I'm going to follow everybody, but you only got a $50 account. And then if we take trades like we normally do, you want to call, I'm in drawdown. I don't know what's going on. Why my account got blown up? I can't pay because you silly. Come on now, let's be reasonable. Okay, so again, if you have a $500 balance, something like that, yeah, you can probably follow all 3 with a 0.2 or 0.3 lot size, so that you can accommodate all the trades that's coming in. If you have a $100 account, you may want to consider to just follow 1 or 2 people with a 0.01 or a 0.02 lot size to make sure that your account balance can handle the volume of trades that's coming in and out of that all week long. Okay, so if you have 15 winners and only 2 losses, that equals 17 trades. Then you add in how many more? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And we average around 20 trades a week. Now, one last thing about this, keep in mind, don't be alarmed if on Sunday you don't see a bunch of trades. That's what the amateurs do. They mark up their charts the entire weekend. Soon as the market opened, they're jumping in, hoping, oh, I'm finna get rich. Oh, I got a new strategy. And they jump in real quick as soon as the market opened. The market hasn't settled from its actions over the weekend, because just because your broker closed down on Friday didn't mean the market itself had stopped moving. Money never stops moving. That's a 24-hour thing. So you got to give it time to breathe, readjust itself, and settle out from the weekend activity dust. And once that happens, then you want to go in and see, okay, what y'all got going on. So that is the reason why. Because I knew that happened, because we had a lot of new people join, and they're like, email us, we ain't got no trades yet. We ain't got no trades yet. Your copier ain't working. I said, sit your butt down and cool it off. Put your cheeks in some ice water and relax. We got this. And certainly enough, soon as Monday start hitting, they started seeing trades hitting. Tuesday hitting, then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. All these trades are hitting. Why? Because pros know how to wait. Amateurs jump right in because they're anxious. Pros wait for the market to dictate when it's time to jump into the water. Amateurs jump into the water talking about, oh, the water's too cold. Well, guess what? The pros knew to wait for it to warm up. You retailers ain't got no patience, so you jumping into the market when the market cold and crazy, and you blowing up your accounts. You understand what I'm saying? So sit back and relax. We got this. We got this. Okay? So anyway, I will see you guys in my Sunday video so that we can get some news events that's coming up this week. So you really want to know about those. So I'll post that video tomorrow.